What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Here's another Watcher of Rounds video, and in this one we are going to be going over Gear Dungeon 1. Yes, I know this is a super late video, but better late than never, because I haven't covered this on my channel, and why not? It may give you some input that you didn't know of. You may even be stuck on stage 5, so you might not be at stage 6. So this will clear through stage 6 for you, obviously, and all of the previous ones. We are doing it without Power of Dominance buff enabled, so we're going to go through the team. We have King Haas here. He's just here for the Legend Lord bonus for the Northerners. He is not going to be placed. We have Gwendolyn. We have Valkyra. We have Vortex, Elowin, Ion, Viana, Greed, Dolores, and Constance. Obviously, Ion here is here for the cultist buff to Viana and Greed. These are going to be our main carries down in that bottom left. Obviously, Constance is going to be there to buff up the attack, and Dolores is going to buff up Valkyra's attack up the top. But we'll go through some of the stats and why this works. So obviously King Haas needs no introduction. He is the Legend Lord here. Gwendolyn is a shield hero who is going to provide some shields to our team, obviously, and you can also use her ultimate to buff Valkyra's shield higher, so that then once you trigger it, you're going to do a ton of damage with Valkyra on that top lane to clear down the enemies. We have the Asclepius set in her. The stats don't matter too much, all right? Not on Gwendolyn. She isn't really going to take a huge amount of damage. Just make sure you've got that health. Rage regen isn't massive on her. Attack speed is there as well, I know, but she's not going to be doing much of that. So we just need to be placing those shields on her. She has got the Immortal Warrior set, and the artifact on her is none, because we don't need an artifact to do it. So we will leave the artifact unequipped. So we have Gwendolyn here. She is a 0, very box standard Gwendolyn. The majority of you should be able to achieve these stats. Health bonus, health bonus, health bonus, and then attack speed, obviously. Healing effects is also always going to help as much rage regen as you get, and then health bonus, attack speed, healing effect, as always, on any healer that you play. Valkyra, obviously, as one of your main damage dealers, it's very important that she does have very good gear. She is A2. She's not A3. A2 is it's very achievable by a lot of people. She is on the Infernal Raw set, and we have gone attack bonus, and obviously crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, attack. That's like the go-to, isn't it? Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. And here, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. If you can get that flat attack, great. All right. She's also in the Calamity weapon and chest piece. She has got attack bonus, crit rate, attack speed. She has got a health bonus on this piece here. Attack bonus, crit rate, attack speed. And the artifact you're going to use on her is, of course, Frigid Flame. That is plus 22, artifact level 5. Her actual stats here will show you that 19,200 attack. 100% crit rate, because that is obviously so important. The attack speed is vital, 437, and her crit damage is plus 239.5. Rage regen is 0%. Okay. Vortex, he is just going to need some health. Obviously, again, you all should know how to gear Vortex. This is actually very bad gear on a Vortex. Rage regen is 44%. Attack speed is plus 409, and then it's just health. All right, that is it for your Vortex. Elowin, she is here to provide the rage generation for your team, and as well some survival healing, because between her, Constance, and Gwendolyn, you're going to have that plenty of healing. And obviously invigoration set, again, we've got attack bonus, health bonus, rage regen, healing effect, attack speed, that's vital, health bonus, healing effect, attack bonus, attack. Healing effect on this piece of attack bonus, attack speed, rage regen, and flat defense, which obviously isn't great. The weapon piece on here is the wall of weapon, obviously, because Elowin's healing is based off of attack. And then we're going to have a look at her attributes profile, which is 18,258 attack, along with attack speed of 556. And then healing effect is 163, with rage regen at 42.5%. The artifact on Elowin is Euphoric Orb, and it's a really bad one, actually. I didn't realise how bad this was. I thought it was going to be a higher one, and it's not. That's actually pretty damn embarrassing, because we're not... Yeah, I need to go away from that. That's really bad. Really bad. We're not going to place Ion at all. Aeon, she can be naked, whatever, whichever suits your fancy. So she's just there for the cultist buff. Now, Viana, obviously, she is a big part of this team. She is gonna want to be on the Ancient Soulbound Arcana bangle. I say ancient, she just needs to be on the Soulbound Arcana. She does obviously need to have attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. This one here as well. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. If you get flat attack, that's great. Like, this is the perfect kind of piece here. Yes, the rolls aren't great, I know, but they could, you know, you get what I'm saying. Crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, attack. And then we've got the Warlord weapon, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage. And then on this piece here, attack bonus, crit damage, crit rate, attack. All right, get as much attack as you can get. The stats on this Viana are 19,135. The attack speed is 341. The crit rate is 103.5, and her crit damage is 290%. She doesn't have any rage regeneration. The artifact for her is Tear of Twilight. Moving over to Greed. Now, this is a very important part. Greed is here to slow. He's not in this team to deal damage, right? We have Viana for that. We just want to make sure those enemies are as slow as possible. That's what's important. He is on a mana spring set. As much rage regeneration as you can get and attack speed, right? That's your focus. Rage regen and attack speed. Get as much of it as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have any better on mana spring, so that was, you know, that's what that is. Again, no attack speed on this. So I actually went and went into the Salvation set of all things. I could have gone Whirlwind, but this was the pieces I had available. Attack speed with rage regen, 71 and 19%, and this top piece, 79 and 24% rage regen, meaning he was just fast enough. Don't worry about any of the attack stats. Maybe you could do with a little bit of health, all right, because he may take a shot from one of the archers. But as you can see here, his attack speed is 313. His rage regen is 97%. And that is exactly what matters. Also, Spellcaster's Echo is huge here. Recovers 15% rage after using a skill, meaning he can really turn that around fast. Obviously, Dolores needs no introduction. We know exactly what she does. She's there to buff the attack of our heroes. Basically means she's on an invigoration set. Attack bonus, flat attack. You know how it goes. Attack bonus, flat attack, rage regen obviously is always helpful. I mean, you know, the bit of healing effect is of course helpful as well. Attack bonus here, rage regen, flat attack, attack speed, and a Warlord set with attack bonus and rage regen if you can get it. Attack bonus, attack here. That's your main thing to go for, attack bonus and attack. But that's what you want. That is exactly what you want. The artifact on her is Tumultuous Horn, alright? And this is probably not even that needed. Is it the Golden Scarab that would be the other one to go for? Yeah, it increases the attack. You know, get that extra attack in there. So that's the team other than Constance. So we'll go through Constance now. And again, Constance quite self-explanatory. She's very similar to Dolores. We're going to be using Invigoration set on this one. Rage regen, defense bonus, health bonus. Now, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Constance is based off of her health, so health bonus it is. She is a defender as well, and you're going to want to get as much attack, health bonus, rage regeneration as you can get, as you can see in the setup. Attack bonus on this piece here, just to spread it out a little bit. Attack speed, health bonus, rage regen, defense bonus is always going to be very helpful, along with warrior or immortal warrior set as well. The stats for this Constance is 71,000 health, 11,865 attack, along with 301 attack speed and rage regen of 50.5%. Now, the rage regeneration of this Constance is not massive. It could potentially be more, and she is with the Astral Obelisk artifact. Okay, so that's the team. That's all of the stats. So let's take you through exactly how this is going to play out. Going to click start. Remember, Power of Dominion is turned off. And let's try and do this on the first run. So, straight into battle. Don't mess about. Straight into battle. Place Viana instantly. Constance behind her. And as soon as Gwendolyn becomes available, we are going to place her in just this little tile above Viana facing right. So she's got a bit of coverage everywhere as well. We're going to have Valkyria up here in a bit. Gwendolyn triggering her shield is going to help out our Valkyria a lot with that damage boost. Now, here, we really do want to wait for Constance. As soon as she's available, click. We're going to wait for one hit on the other archer above. And then we're going to click now. See, that one hit. We're clicking our ultimate. They're both dead. Now, we're going to place our Elowin next. So Elowin's going to go under here. This is obviously for the rage generation for the team. Next up after this will be our Greed. So Greed is going to come on the left of Elowin that we're going to place in a moment now. And you're really going to see how fast this rage regeneration is on him. We're also going to trigger a heal, but just to make sure everybody's up. So he's straight up into that ultimate, slowing them down. Viana's going to start slowly working them down. Now, it's very important not to use the ultimate on Viana until you get this one up from Constance. It may look close, all right? We've triggered it. Now wait and wait and wait and wait. And when they get a tiny bit closer, we're going to trigger it now. Now, Valkyrie is going to come up above Gwendolyn. They're dead. Don't worry. The execution will kill them. And obviously, remember, don't forget, Valkyrie, every time you use her, will consume that shield. So it's vital you have that shield available. Dolores is going to go above Valkyrie. Then Vortex will come to the left of Dolores. But we are going to trigger our Gwendolyn now. And then we're going to trigger our Valkyrie as soon as the enemies come out. So they are out, and we are triggering our Valkyrie. Vortex is going to go to the left of Dolores, facing down. Now, don't worry too much about this wave. I don't believe we will... I should have triggered my Dolores. I am very sorry for that. That should have been done earlier. So if you're watching that, make sure you do trigger it around the same time as Valkyrie is going off. On this one, we were not going to be triggering Constance. We're just going to be triggering Viana. We have plenty of time here, and they should all be dead about now. Yeah, they're all dead. The reason for this is because there's 2 archers coming in, and we do not want them working around on greed. So we will be triggering our Constance now. And I'm surprised that this enemy up here is not dead. He will be dead. It's only the one. As you can see, it is close. We don't want these archers nuking away at our greed. Now, remember, these enemies have come in. We want to trigger our Gwendolyn. Ready for our Valkyrie. Here we go. And consume that shield. Then trigger our Dolores. We're going to get that. Look at the damage here. 258. So there's plenty to make sure we're just wiping through these enemies. We're halfway through the battle, and you should be pretty set. It's not quite as hectic any longer. We can speed it up a little bit here. Valkyrie is still going to nuke those ones away. So, here we go. We're not going to use Constance just yet, or maybe we will on this turn, actually. I'm not going to just yet, alright? We're going to just leave it a second. So this one we're going to execute with Viana, and then I believe there's one more set of archers to come through, which will then trigger Constance. The same routine, you know the score. So we're going to trigger Gwendolyn. We're then going to trigger our Valkyrie and then Dolores. Tons of damage going on. Here come the archers as well. So we're holding, and we can trigger it now. So we've got that triggered. Make sure there's a little bit of damage on these archers just before you trigger that ultimate. Here we go. About now. So they're getting close. It is quite close, but that's a perfect time to do it. Now, obviously, there's only 4 enemies left. It's done. You're pretty much safe if you've got to this point, and there's only those 4 enemies left. There's not much left to do other than to trigger this Gwendolyn and trigger this Valk, and we are finished. Obviously, don't forget Dolores as well, just to get it down in time. Gwendolyn comes in. We've got the shield. We consume the shield. Then we trigger our Dolores, and we can click on ×2 because we are at the end of Gear Raid Dungeon 1. Complete. So it is like there's a bit going on. A couple of tries and you will get it, okay? You will get that. Hopefully that's helped some of you. I know it's very late making the video for a Gear Raid Dungeon 1, so I can only apologise for that. I will get on and do a Gear Raid Dungeon 2 video as well. But hopefully that's helped some of you. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a fantastic day even wherever you are. Goodbye.